Hello everybody, welcome back to the Crooked Hour. This card's a great card. I just recorded my other 3 videos. If you want to go check them out, breaking down the other fights, how to bet both ways on them. But we're finally here at the main event, so bear with me. Not used to this long talking content, video after video, but we're getting there. This is a great fight. Is he right, he's wrong, and get his revenge in MMA, or can Pereira get his 3rd win against Israel Adesanya in MMA and prove, I was better than you at kickboxing, I'm better at you than MMA. I think this is a 50-50 fight. I was saying it about the Islam and Charles fight, 55-45, but I feel like this is a dead 50-50 on paper. You've got Pereira, who beat Israel in kickboxing twice. First fight was a little bit arguable, but second fight, what can you say? He knocked Israel out clean. First guy to ever do it. And Pereira, after that fight, went on to do great things in kickboxing, became a double champ in kickboxing. Israel, on the other hand, went to MMA, learned some grappling, learned some striking, kind of shifted his game to a more MMA style, became the champ, of course. Now they're meeting. And we're going to see, can Alex Pereira's advanced kickboxing game still beat Israel's newly formed MMA game? Interesting fight. So we got 23-1 versus 6-1. Same height. 1 inch reach advantage for Israel, which is a big thing for Alex Pereira. Sounds funny, but when has Israel last fought somebody with a similar reach? Jan Blachowicz, and Jan Blachowicz won that fight. Just an interesting note that it's going to be the first time, we've seen something like that. Even Jared Cannonier had a massive reach disadvantage. So it'll be interesting. Strikes landed per minute, a lot higher for Alex Pereira. But one thing I've got to say for these stats is Israel's had a lot more fights in the UFC, and this just bases their stats off in the UFC. So Alex Pereira, he's had 3 fights. And they've been fights where it actually engages him to throw a lot of punches, While Israel, he's had more slower paced fights. He might make it slower paced, but slower paced fights. So while I have ticked it blue, and it is a good thing to have that he is a lot more active, even in the cage, we've seen it. I just wanted you to keep that in mind. Better striking accuracy for Alex Pereira, but as I just said, a lot shorter testing pool. Maybe if he fought some of the guys Israel fought, that would be lesser as well. But still, good stat to have. Strikes absorbed per minute, less for Israel, just better defense. Although he isn't landing as much, he has been staying out of the way of punches a lot more than Alex Pereira. But, kind of speaks for their striking style. Pereira's a lot more march forward, doesn't mind to get hit because he knows if he lands that left hook, you're going to sleep. And defense is pretty much the same, Israel by 1. And then there's not much to say for the grappling besides Pereira does have 73% takedown defense. And the reason I've circled it blue is in case Israel shoots. I have a feeling we'll see him shoot once, just because up to this fight he's saying he's going to surprise everybody and seem pretty confident. I think he's going to try and get this to them at one point. I do believe. Then we go to how to bet both ways, starting with Israel Adesanya. This might shock a lot of people. Israel Adesanya inside the distance, I think that's how he gets the win. I just think, but going off their first 2 fights, Alex Pereira doesn't step off the gas. He's going to be wanting to knock this out, especially if this gets further on. Say this gets to the 4th round, Alex Pereira realises he's down. I think he's going to take more risks. I don't think he's going to want to lose a decision to Israel Adesanya. He's going to be putting on the pressure, and I feel like this is a perfect chance for Israel to, tee off on him. Kind of, he's got the gyno back. He might have that power again, the gyno power. You never know is all I'm saying. I feel like, it just gives him more of a chance than the other opponents have given him, especially because he's going to have to be in the fire more because their reach is pretty much the same, and Alex Pereira is going to bring it to him. So I really feel like he got a standing 8 count in the second fight. He hurts Pereira with some shots like that. Who's not to say he's going to take this to the ground and look for a submission? I don't think he's going to get it though. I don't think if he goes for a decision, unless Pereira's really hurt, he's going to get it. You know, Pereira's been working with Glover Teixeira. He's shown decent submission defense in his fights. I feel like, though, Israel could get this done by KO, and I think on that slight off chance that he does get a submission, which I have a weird hunch about. It covers both of them. Doesn't cover the points, which to most people, they probably think, well, that's how he's going to win, by points. But I wanted to play it outside the box a bit. Israel wins inside the distance. Is paying out at... I just want to see if the line's changed. 3.75 hasn't changed. You can get that right now. Israel wins inside the distance. That's what I'd play on if I was on Israel, but I'm not on Israel. I'm on Alex Pereira, baby. Let's go. Alex Pereira by TKO, KO, 3.75. Again, you know, I'm taking a bit of risk on this card. You know, I want violence. Same in the Michael Chandler versus Dustin Poirier fight. I want violence, man. I want it, baby. You know, I feel like Alex Pereira is going to be putting on that pressure, and he could very well win by decision, just by a back and forth fight, dropping Israel a lot of times. You know, having the power advantage and it's showing. But I feel like if he lands some good shots on Israel with those smaller gloves, you know, that could be at a 5-round fight, that long, that many different exchanges. If Israel isn't on his top game, he's getting chinned here. You know, similar reach advantage. I feel like he's going to find the chin, or Israel's going to find the chin of him, and somebody's getting finished. But I'm on Pereira by TKO KO. That's paying out at 3.75, the same as Israel inside the distance. So there you go. And then did I have a prop bet for this fight? Yes, I did, but I forgot to make a graphic for it. The prop bet is fight does not go the distance, and that is paying out at... Where is it? Where is this bad boy? 1.88. It's pretty much equal odds. If you say the fight's going to go the distance, 1.86. Fight does not go the distance, 1.88. I don't think it's going to go the distance. I'm going to chuck that up in a parlay with Dustin Poirier versus Michael Chandler does not go the distance. And if you're playing that pays out 2.40. Not bad. I'm going to play that up right now in a minute. Yeah, I like this fight to not go the distance. I feel like Israel's going to have the pressure coming to him. Pereira's going to be bringing the pressure. One of them's going to have to... Israel's either going to have to knock Pereira out before Pereira knocks him out, because I feel like it's coming. And I must say, on the ground, I feel like both people could submit each other. Pereira didn't have the best takedown defense, but he had decent ground game. I mean, he was threatening up submissions against that wrestler guy he was versing before he got the flying knee. And Israel, you know, I feel like he's going to be wanting to take this to the ground. I feel like we could see some scrambles where Pereira might even get on top at a time. You know, it's interesting. Or I wouldn't be surprised if Pereira wants to prove something and shoots it for a takedown of his own, as stupid as it sounds. I mean, it would be funny, and we might just see it. Overall, great fight, great card. I really do like this card. Be sure to go check out my other How to Bet Both Ways. Bet safe, guys. As always, I'm not a guru. You know, I'm not a guru, but take what you want from this. Bet how you want. And yeah, let's have a little bit of fun with this card. Anyway, guys, as always, have a good one.
Eternal is fucking bad.